in-game socials and have a really good name for this, but really what I wanted to talk about is like the idea of just alliances or a way to just make the game more social. I don't know if there's been any talks about, I think I've heard this before, in Sancta Mesa it might actually be you can walk around and see other rangers before you go travel to, you know, a different region. But how do you see, if this has been talked about at all, like the social element of Illuvium working?
Well, I mean, I think Jimbo knows how fun chat can be, and I think it's going to be no different in Illuvium. However it's implemented, I think it's going to be a lot more fun to interact with people, whether it be in the arena or in the overworld than it currently is now, for the good and the bad. And maybe Jimbo could talk about a little of that.
Yeah, I mean, the way I see it is it's not a team game, right? So it's like single player. Really, the only like in-game socials I really see or is if like you said with the Sanctum Mesa thing, maybe they have like obstacle courses on Sanctum Mesa where multiple people can play together at the same time. But as far as like arena goes, I mean it's a single player game, so most of the time you're just gonna be playing against some other person, and generally since it's like an NFT game, and it's probably going to be pretty toxic. Let's be honest, but it'll be fun. It'll be nice little banter back and forth. But yeah, I think we're a little bit far off from like groups of people playing together, unless we get some kind of game mode for arena like TFT has, where it's like 1v1v1, which I'm sure that's probably being planned. Who knows? But
Yeah.
yeah, fun game modes like that in the future for sure.
And what are your thoughts on like guilds or alliances within the game? I don't know, maybe they say you can team up for an alliance with 50 other rangers and then like your overall scores get, you know, put together for rewards or something like that. Because then you add in that element of, Jimbo, you're on my team, and I'd be like, all right, we really need to step it up this week in the arena. We all need to win our matches so we can rank up as an alliance. How do you see that working?
Probably the same way it does right now, right? Like with Xborg and like Hype always like bantering back and forth with each other. I think we're gonna see a lot of the same like kind of trash talk and just banter back and forth between guilds. Like we have the best players, no, we have the best players. Honestly, that's what I'm most looking forward to is like the banter back and forth between the best players in the world and creating the
Yeah.
drama around that and the storylines behind that and seeing the big matches come up, or just like if this guild and this guild has beef, let's go, let's have a tournament, let's see who's better, let's see who's actually better. And that's the exciting thing about PvP, and that I is going to be so much fun. Trust me, it will be so much fun. We have so many big personalities in this space. It's going to be very entertaining.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what SJUD does, because every time I look at the ranking for survival mode, he's at the top. So
Yeah, I
I'm
think
sure
like
he's gonna
Jimbo
do it.
said, this is going to be like a big thing. The teams, I don't think it's going to be like Jimbo said, like a MMO type of system where like you're talking with your guild and you're going out. There's none of that planned, but it's more of going to be okay, we're a team of top players, you guys are a team of top players, and let's go at it. And as everyone can see from like Discord chats, there's already that friendly animosity, let's say, going between certain players and teams. And that's only going to get intensified with PvP and then the chats, in-game chat, especially with a game like Illuvium, where maybe something doesn't go your way one round and you're going to like, scream for that rematch immediately or something of that nature. And it's going to get pretty fun.
Yeah. Now I can just imagine. Like I've just been like an athlete growing up. My favorite games always to play are like the chippy ones where you're just talking trash and you get
Yep.
beat one time and then you beat somebody else the next time. Like I can't wait for that back and forth. I hope I'm good enough to actually back up the trash that I'm, hopefully going to be able to talk.
I don't
But
give a
yeah,
damn. I'm talking trash
Yeah,
regardless. If
so
I'm
you're
the
already
worst
planning
player
on
in the
talking
world,
trash.
I'm still talking that smack.
I've seen Jimbo like die over and over in league and still be talking shit to everyone else on the team. So wins and losses don't really matter to him.
True.
He's gonna be spouting off nonstop.
True.
Like there's
yeah.
gonna be a lot of muting going on.
Yeah.
Very
Hey,
true.
and you know what? When PvP does come out, like I would love to have you back on this show to kind of maybe give us a little lesson, or at least give me a lesson, because I might be struggling off the start.
I mean, everyone could practice now with survival, but it's gonna be different. Like just the
Yeah.
nature of it is gonna be much different. you're not going to be able to see like every wave your opponent has like on the board and be able to take 10 minutes to micromanage your own team. You're like all these different units. Like it's a completely different game. Well, yes, the basics are going to be the same. You're still going to have like bulwark traits. You're going to have all your different affinities and all of that. All the strategies are going to be completely different.